Hey all, this is Jamin from iPlumber here in Hamilton. Just wanting to do a bit of a video about hot water cylinders. I get a lot of customers wanting to know which way is best to go. Do you go electric? Do you go gas? Do you go heat pump? Or anything else that's out there? At the moment we're finding quite a few people are changing from gas back to electric, even though you know, it was only 10 years ago or so everybody was changing from electric to gas, maybe even 5-6 years ago. So gas is still around and they are investing in gas. It's not going anywhere. The gas network is is going to be adding biogas to about 20%, and then in the future it is going to be made into full hydrogen network in about 2050, they say, full green gas. So in my opinion, gas isn't really that bad on the scheme of things compared to electric. But yeah, the other option these days, which is quite popular, is heat pump hot water systems, and there are quite a few different options available now. It is a sort of double the price of doing a mains pressure electric installation. So if you're wanting to go down that route, it does cost more for the installation, but they say it'll save you 27% over 10 years on the if you include the running costs, which is quite a lot of money over a 10-year period. So heat pumps are a pretty good option, and there's still solar systems out there, water solar systems, although the PV is really the way it's going, with the electric solar panels, you know, using power from those to power your hot water cylinder and keep the water warm in there. But so, you know, if you go electric cylinder and get solar, or if you've already got solar, then that's a good compromise rather than going heat pump. And yeah, there are small sort of instantaneous electric hot water heaters, but they do suck a lot of power, and they're only really for one fixture, one shower or basin sort of thing, to be used at a time, really. Yeah, and so the other thing, so when putting in a mains pressure electric hot water cylinder, we do make sure that it's on a safe tray and it is restrained with earthquake restraint kit. And so that is the requirement these days, to put it on a tray, and if the tray can have a drain to the exterior of the building, then that has to be installed. So we do that. If not, if it's a concrete floor place and there's no way of getting a drain out, we still have to put a tray in there just to catch any minor drips that may occur. And you know, we insulate the top hot pipe, where the hot pipe goes into the tempering valve, put some pipe lagging over that, save every bit of energy you can in there. And you know, when you're upgrading from low pressure to mains pressure, there are some changes to the shower mixer sometimes that are needed, or change in plumbing under the house to get that shower working properly. A lot of jobs we come across, the hot water system may have been changed, but the shower hasn't been sorted out to match it, and so the house has still got very low cold in the shower, and then it's got this amazing new hot pressure. And we also come across the opposite as well, where there's, you know, too much cold and not enough hot pressure in the shower. So that's something we sort out. We sort out a lot of maintenance things like that. But yeah, this is mainly about your hot water systems. So if you've got any questions, or you're looking to upgrade or change systems, if you've got gas, the other thing, if you've always had gas and you want to maybe change to electric, it's not always so straightforward, because your meter box in your house has not got the right meter and fuses and things installed for an electric system. It can be done, but sometimes it may cost a lot more than you think on the electrical side of things. So you'd need to get an electrician in to have a look at that if you wanted some pricing. But I'm still a big fan of gas. We do get a few complaints that the network charge is quite high these days. People are paying $1.50, $2 a day for the line charge for gas, plus their usage. So shop around and try and get a good deal on your gas meter rate. I'm with Genesis myself. I just changed to them and got it all set up to get the maximum discounts out of them with automatic payments and stuff. So yeah, and I also have gas and electric in my own house, because I had electric, but I wanted to feed it with a gas system, which is in my mind cheaper to heat it with a bit of gas and then just keep it warm with electricity, rather than heat it all up with electricity every time. So, and I've made it so I can sort of change between the two as well. But when you're a plumber, you do these kind of things. So, and if I started again, I'll definitely put in a heat pump system in my own place. And I also make sure my water is filtered from the road and filtered under the bench I've got a reverse osmosis system under the bench on top of that. And that just helps keep all of your, especially your hot water cylinder in the system. It protects those from too much scale and whatever contaminants come through the water. Things like iron and that, if especially if you're rural, right? You can get things like iron coming through, which can corrode the copper and the steel. So you definitely, if you're rural, want to get a filter system installed. It's also helps out keeping your toilets and your showers looking nice. They don't get all that build up on them, the green sort of, calcium and lime and whatever it is that comes through from the tap and from the balls. And then you've also got, whatever's landing on your roof and dropping its, up there. So try and make sure your water's filtered. And there's also things like water softeners if you've got hard water. Some houses need that. If you're worried about what's in your water, get it tested at Hill Laboratories. Take in a sample and they can tell you what you might need from there. But yeah, any questions about anything plumbing related or gas fitting, give us a holler. iPlumber. Thank you.